This is educational, not trading or investment advice, okay? This is entertainment, mainly educational. Future stocks, bond trading of any kind involves substantial risk. You may lose everything you have. Before trading or investments, do your own due diligence. This is not a recommendation to go out and trade with your money, okay? If you do so, you're on your own. If you're watching or listening to this video, you are agreeing to these terms. Okay, let's get to it. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Digital Micro. You're on the Digital Micro Trading Journal channel. Day trading for an ROI payout. Just my trade journal market analysis for Wednesday, November 8, 2023. Rule-based price action trading. Daily affirmation. I see it and understand. Rigid discipline and rules. Flexible and outcome expectations. Independent thinker. Impeccable risk manager. Precision-based trader. Responsible business manager. So here we are. We do have a Powell catalyst. He's speaking at 9:15 a.m. So that's one thing. On the left here, I'm looking at the ES daily. You can see we've really, for 2 or 3 days here, the black candle on the far right here is basically where we are in Globex after London, and you can see here just really shallow ranges. So that's the big thing, and we've been basically still going up from that big range last Friday and last Thursday. On the right, the dollar, different. We're not in lockstep at all with the inverse relationship. That's one thing. And the dollar is going up after reaching a sell side liquidity low at 104 and change. And we're getting up to the upper level of this 4-hour fair value gap here. So what we really need to do, if this is for real, is get back to this red line here in the 106 zone. We're not there though yet. So getting back here, what I like about this chart is the amount of air. We've got literally 5 bodies of candle that did not touch yet the 9 EMA. Now, previously, we had 8 candles on the downside previous to November. So that was one of the most extreme air disconnects from the 9 EMA of 2023. And now we're rebalancing that out with air disconnects above the 9 EMA. But again, this is day 5, and that EMA currently 43.3225. And this red line is the 18. So enough about that. Let's go on to the levels here. I want to go down to a smaller time frame on the ES next chart. Okay, 1 hour ES. So we're just outside the silver bullet of London here. And what I really want to focus on is not just the time, but the range. So the range since the previous day AM silver bullet, you can see this large green candle right here. So the low of that candle comes in at 43.80 and change to all the way to 44.0175. Very truncated, condensed range. And until we get and break out of this, I don't see any meaningful displacement. This could go on another day or two and maybe even into next week. So this 1 hour fair value gap is one thing that I'm noted where we've dug into it. But again, it's high resistance. This isn't an easy sell side here delivery. One thing I will note is this red line here, the 4,400 mark. Lower time frames, we did breach it with solid candlesticks, but the bodies, not just the wicks, but on the 1 hour and above, you see the higher time frame here. That's only candle wick. Reluctance again to clear 4,400. So the PM high was 4403.25. The PM low was 4389.75, and London here right below it at 43.89. That's the London Open. New York Midnight Open comes in on this other blue line at 43.92.75, and the London Rate High 43.95.25. So that is not a lot of opportunity. So when you don't have opportunity, you don't have large range, and we're on a week where obviously it's just condensed and hanging out, I don't want to press buttons too much. So right now, I'm pretty much done. I'm not going to touch anything. I want to see if there's any circus reaction on price delivery after Powell statements in the 9:15 to 9:45 a.m. speech time. And then we'll look at that and then the AM silver bullet. But nothing here screaming out to me that I've got a definite up or a down bias. Above this, we've got a daily fair value gap in gray. I'm pointing that out here because I've done that before. 44.06 on the bottom, and it comes in the high 44.43.75. And then above that, we've got this weekly fair value gap that I pointed out before. So nothing really happens, though, to me until we clear convincingly with at least a 1 hour candle above 4,400 and then get above this PM high and start digging into this gray box on the daily fair value gap. Below that, we've got to just basically get candles closing below November 6th new week open gap. So that was the new week open gap high for this week. And we need to convincingly cut through that and then get 43.70, reach for that and get that low. And then we got this fair value gap below here. So that is a real key thing. So that fair value gap right here, let's just look. This is the daily fair value gap down here below. And I don't think we're going to reprice it necessarily right away, but at least 43.52 would be the consequent encroachment on the down below. That's if we get some real expansion on price, but that doesn't look to be happening right now. So let me just zoom out here, give you the bigger picture. So below, we've got the daily. Above, we've got the gray daily fair value gap. Both of these are magnets for price, but price is in between here, and it's very consolidated and condensed, so it's handoff. That's all I got. Thank you, subscribers, and if you're watching and not yet subscribed, appreciate the like to support the channel. Aloha and take care. Bye.